Hey everyone, welcome to Alchemy. I'm Allison, your
ally in transformation.
I once wrote a song about things my ex did that bugged me, and then halfway through I realized I was describing myself. I called it Butterfly, and it was about my tendency to never quite settle in, and the second someone wants to get serious, I fly away. I learned over time it's not my commitment issues. Okay, it's not just my commitment issues. Many of the rules and expectations in conventional relationships are simply not feasible for me. And those popular checklists of like what to look for in an ideal partner have been nearly useless when lining them up to real everyday scenarios that two people navigate.
God, I think I must have misread all of those signals.
I guess you did.
Like your charming smile and cute dimple don't pay rent, and our chemistry is cataclysmic, but so is your ego. What to do? So for me, things like a sense of humor, well-paying job, attractive appearance, that's cool, but they're ornamental. They're a fortunate result of a potentially nice, decently focused, genetically and environmentally blessed human. Cool, but these traits or their absence don't really make or break my relationships. I'm not picky, but I am very selective. I mean, look, I'm 100% full and complete, competent and connected without a partner, so anyone sharing space is gonna have to be pretty dope. Now, I shouldn't have to explain that everyone has different preferences and desires, but I just did, so mold this advice to fit you. Every connection, whether romantic or platonic or professional or all of the above, you daring Donna, will have its own style and symphony and shelf life. For today, I'm referring specifically to long-term bae, that life partnership level, the folks to whom you consider saying words like forever and I do. Oh, God. So I'm still working on that one. So here are the special qualities that have led to my favorite, the best, the longest, healthiest, most supportive and productive relationships. First, their state of inner peace. Since the world and life are chaotic, I look for people who possess a peace and calm that surpass what's happening around them. I've met plenty of people who are kind, loving, generous, yet lack true peace. But fewer people I've encountered who have peace and not also kindness, love, and generosity. Peaceful people tend to be nonviolent in word and deed. They're content, they're flexible, they're not too attached to any plan, so unexpected things aren't disruptions, they're just spontaneous flow of life. They tend to appreciate all things. The living environment is tranquil, and just think, when you have to deal with heavy stuff, having a partner who's at peace in the face of conflict is unparalleled. Second, how they treat them. I'm like a watchdog observing how a person speaks about anyone who is different from them demographically. If they use words like us and them, these people,
what's wrong with you people?
Suggest any hint of separateness, any dose of superiority or righteousness, I know we won't match. Fundamentally, I highly value someone's conscious ability to see past the person to the soul, past their choices, their racial profile, body type, religion, past what I consider the small self, to the core of who we all are as a species, the same life force in infinite expression. It doesn't, however, deny their lived experience in that particular identity. But if you see someone make a mistake or commit a horrible act and say, I would never do that, I'm not sure you've honestly explored the depths of what's possible for us. And if you try to build solidarity with me by putting others down, I know never to confide in you. Third, their locus of control. I don't have time for intimacy with someone who hasn't taken responsibility for their decisions and current situation. We can acknowledge what's out of our control, we can mourn what isn't fair or ideal, but we both have to be accountable for ourselves. You could say this is a specific facet of maturity, and its function tends to soften or altogether eliminate arguments because each person is first looking within to see how they contributed to the problem while voicing their desire to be a part of the solution. Folks who remain victims, blaming others or themselves, are creating a wall between communication. And at the end of the day, I have really big goals, and I need someone who can get out of their own way and find answers. And fourth, love the simple life. As I've dated around, I've found that people who know how to find joy and contentment in the minimal, ordinary, simple moments are the ones who will be generous with their success, who will handle any future luxury with grace, who won't be consumed by keeping up with the Joneses, and who you can get stuck in any sticky situation with and somehow end up laughing and living to tell the tale. Obviously, I have like 12 more qualities I could list, so let me know if you want a part 2 below. And for now, your challenge is to tell me which of these 4 qualities could be a good adjustment to your future partnerships, friends included. You deserve the best, so be your best and attract the best. Finale! For your finale, here's a 5-minute contemplation I've been pondering. Share your thoughts on this idea. If you are ever changing, and so is your partner, you can be in love with 7 people over a lifetime, and yet all of them are merely different evolutions of one soul. So what if your partnerships loved to the core? Have you experienced that kind of commitment where the outer shell can take a variety of forms, but your love remains? As always, give it a little love, like, subscribe, share this video with anyone who can be inspired, and I will see you lovers next week for more alchemy. Peace!